If you currently have other debts, I'd recommend going with the lower monthly payments of the longer-term loan. Then you need to decide if you want your interest payments to be at a fixed or adjustable rate. With an adjustable rate, you'll pay less interest to start with, but it'll probably go up considerably after a few years. The fixed rate of interest is currently a little higher than the adjustable rate, but it won't change. Since you tend to get anxious about money, I think you'd be better off without the uncertainty of any changes.
Now mark your answer on your answer sheet. H. You have 10 seconds to read the situation and question number 23.
First on the agenda, we have our new line of organic power protein bars coming out this fall. We need everyone on board to promote these new products. Obviously, the digital marketing team is responsible for building awareness and product promotion through paid media and social media channels. We're going to offer a 20% online discount and free shipping for customers who purchase the new products through our website. So you guys need to integrate that into the digital campaign. The customer marketing team will focus externally. We need exposure. We're making sample-sized products to give away in stores and at events over the next few months. As you know, the City Marathon is coming up in August, so you'll need to ask around for volunteers to pass out samples during the race. You'll also need to identify further opportunities and locations, but that can be done once the marathon promotion is set.
Now mark your answer on your answer sheet. I. You have 10 seconds to read the situation and question number 24.
Our smallest truck is 3 meters. Generally speaking, this is best for a studio or small one-bedroom apartment with minimal furniture. The charge for this would be $545. Our medium-sized truck is 4.5 meters. It's best for 2-bedroom apartments or small homes with up to 100 square meters of living space. It's just $150 more than the smallest truck at $695. Our 6-meter truck is big enough for 3-bedroom apartments and costs $895 per day. Currently, our largest truck happens to be on special at $995. At 7 meters long, it moves a 200 square meter property. Finally, if you'd prefer, we could offer a couple of professional movers for an extra $200. These guys are great at maximizing truck space and can squeeze in some extra items.
Now mark your answer on your answer sheet.
J. You have 10 seconds to read the situation and question number 25.
As you know, when you leave the country, you're entitled to claim back some of your compulsory pension payments. The refund process depends on how much is in your pension account. If it is less than $5,000, you can fill out the online form, and all the money you've paid will be transferred to your bank account within 2 weeks. If you've paid more, you'll need to download and print out the Certification of Immigration Status form and submit it by mail. To complete that form, you'll need your tax file number, your passport with your visa, and your bank account details. You should apply before you leave, as it can be difficult to certify the necessary documents once you're out of the country. Finally, bear in mind you won't receive any payments while your visa is still valid.
Now mark your answer on your answer sheet.
Finally, here are the directions for Part 4. In this part, you will hear an interview. The interview will be followed by 2 questions, number 26 and number 27. For each question, you will have 10 seconds to choose the best answer and mark your answer on your answer sheet. The interview and the questions will be given only once.
This is an interview with Joseph Smith, a product manager at a solar panel manufacturer.
Thanks for tuning in to Careers in Focus. Today we're talking with Joseph Smith. Welcome.
Thanks for inviting me.
So could you tell me what you do?
I work for a manufacturing company that makes photovoltaic modules, more commonly known as solar panels. My main role in the company is collaborating with an international organization called the IEC to develop standards for the industry.
How would you currently describe the state of the solar power industry in Japan?
Well, it has changed dramatically. When I first joined the industry, Japan was the largest manufacturer and the largest installer of solar panels in the world. Today, China holds both of those titles. It has really been the force driving the dramatic drop in the cost of solar energy over the past few years. One of the reasons for the shift was due to the growth of the German solar market at the turn of the century. As German demand for solar energy grew rapidly due to aggressive government incentive programs, the country turned to China for support with manufacturing, providing capital, technology, and experts. Prior to this, Japan had already developed their own manufacturing base and was selling product internationally. But as China's manufacturing capacity grew, costs came down and quality improved. Eventually, Japan could no longer compete, and many manufacturers either went out of business or scaled back to focus on the domestic market, where the average selling price was higher.
Interesting. Are there any challenges the industry faces in environmental terms?
Many companies are still using fossil fuels to produce their panels, but as costs continue to fall and manufacturers place more emphasis on reducing their carbon footprint, I'm seeing more companies commit to the use of renewable energy to run their factories. With that said, the energy payback, which is the number of years it takes to produce the energy used to make the product, is only about 1 to 4 years. With an assumed service life of 30 years and 0 emissions during that time, solar energy is still much cleaner than energy produced from fossil fuels.
So do you think the solar power industry should be subsidized?
All industries, including fossil fuel-based industries, are subsidized based on market conditions and influence from lobbyists. The solar industry is unique in that average consumers can purchase solar panels and have a power plant installed directly on their homes. This means that subsidies are more widely distributed than those in other industries, increasing the likelihood that the benefit actually reaches the end user.
Do you foresee the world weaning itself off of fossil fuels in our lifetimes?
In the past, I think the idea was that renewable energy would replace fossil fuels only when the supply of fossil fuels ran out. However, the cost of renewable energy is dropping so dramatically that it is likely it will eventually surpass fossil fuels simply because it is the cheaper option. This year, one research organization reported that not only is renewable energy now cheaper than building a new coal or gas-fired power plant, it will soon be cheaper than using existing fossil fuel power plants. That is an extraordinary finding.
Well, Joseph, time has got the better of us. Thank you. That was very interesting.
My pleasure.
Questions. Number 26. What is one way that Joseph says the solar power industry has changed? Number 27. What is one thing that Joseph thinks will affect the popularity of renewable energy in the future?
Your time is up.
みんなも一緒に1級頑張ろう。バイバーイ。